Okay, we're going to look at exact values for 30 degrees and 60 degrees. The first thing we need to do is set up the triangle. The triangle we start with this time is an equilateral triangle, meaning that all of the angles here are 60 degrees and all of the sides are equal in length. The best number to start with the side lengths is 2. So we make all of these 2. Then what we can do to this triangle is chop it straight down the middle, like this. And by doing so we create this triangle here. It's got a side length of 2, which was the side of the original equilateral triangle. It's got a side length here of 1, which is half the base of that triangle. What we're left with is a side here that we need to work out. So we have to use Pythagoras at this point. So to find this missing side here, we would do 2 squared equals 1 squared plus the unknown side squared. So this gives us 4 equals 1 plus question mark squared, which means that the question mark squared is 3. If you take the square root of both sides, this means that we get root 3 for that side of the triangle. So now we have a nice right angled triangle to be working with. It's got 90 degrees here, it's got the 60 degrees here, and it's got 30 degrees here. And the side lengths we're working with are 2, 1 and root 3. So now we can work out the exact trig ratios for this. So if we start here with the 60 degree angle, from the point of view of the 60 degree angle, then this would be the adjacent, this would be the opposite, and this would be the hypotenuse. And then we can come up with our 3 trig ratios for 60 degrees. So sine 60, sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so in this case we'll get root 3 over 2. Cos of 60 degrees is adjacent over hypotenuse, so in this case 1 over 2, and tan 60 degrees is equal to opposite over adjacent, so in this case root 3 over 1, which is just simply equal to root 3. For the 30 degree angle, this still counts as the hypotenuse, but from that point of view, this side becomes the opposite and this side becomes the adjacent. So now from the point of view of the 30 degree angle, we've got sine 30 is opposite over hypotenuse, which is 1 over 2. Cos of 30 degrees is adjacent over hypotenuse, so our adjacent is root 3, our hypotenuse is 2. And then finally for tan 30 degrees, we've got opposite over adjacent, which in this case is 1 over root 3. And there you have the exact values for sine and cosine and tangent for 60 degrees and 30 degrees.